Let me ask you something. Do you ever feel like you're behind? Like no matter how hard you try, you're still not great at anything? You look around and see people moving faster, doing better, achieving more, while you're just watching and wondering, will I ever be like them? You scroll through social media. Everyone seems to have it all: success, skills, confidence, money, attention. And slowly, you start to feel small. You ask yourself, what's wrong with me? Why am I not good at anything yet? Here's the truth: experts are not born, they are built. In silence, in early mornings when no one notices, in late nights when everyone else is asleep, in boring hours when motivation is gone. Mastery happens in those quiet moments when no one claps for you. Becoming great at something, speaking English, designing, building a business, writing, teaching, coding, or leading, isn't magic. It's a process. And that process doesn't belong to the lucky or the gifted. It belongs to those who are obsessed, disciplined, and focused. The ones who stop waiting for motivation, stop looking for permission, stop comparing, and start doing. You don't need 100 talents. You don't need a perfect brain or expensive tools. You just need a code, a simple system that has built millions of experts, a code that includes silent effort, painful practice, extreme patience, brutal honesty, and a deep love for growth. This isn't just another lesson. This is your awakening, your system for mastery. Once you understand it and live it, you'll never again ask, what should I do with my life? Because you'll know you are meant to build greatness from nothing, from silence, from obsession. And while you learn this, you're also improving your English. Every word here is helping you think, speak, and grow in English too. Mastery rule number one: kill the talent myth. Let's start with one of the biggest lies in the world. Some people are just born for it. That lie has destroyed more dreams than failure ever did. It makes people believe they have it, I don't, I'll never catch up. So they give up before they even start. But here's the truth: mastery has nothing to do with talent, it's all about obsession. The people you admire, speakers, artists, athletes, creators, weren't born special. They were just willing to look like beginners longer than everyone else. Michael Jordan was once cut from his high school basketball team. He cried. He felt embarrassed. But instead of quitting, he said, I took that personally. He trained every day, not only his strengths, but his weaknesses too. That's what made him the greatest. Not talent, but obsession. The world wants you to believe people are naturally gifted, that she's just confident or he's just good with languages. But what you call talent is really practice, pain, and thousands of silent hours. So believe this: you are not untalented. You are not behind. You are just early in the process. And that's a good thing because it means your journey has just begun. Stop saying, I'm not talented enough. Start saying, I haven't practiced enough yet. Your future isn't decided by your talent, it's decided by your effort. Here's what to do: choose one skill you want to master. Accept that you'll be bad at it at first. Show up anyway. Keep repeating. Do it for months, then for years, and stop using the word talent. Talent might open the door, but obsession builds the castle. Mastery rule number two: pick one skill and go all in. Most people never become experts because they're too scattered. They want to learn English, start a YouTube channel, learn coding, build a business, read more, get fit, all at once. So they give a little energy to each. And what happens? Nothing grows. You can't be great at 10 things at the same time. You must pick one and give it your full focus. That's what real masters do. They pick one mountain and climb it like their life depends on it. Bruce Lee once said, I fear not the man who has practiced 10,000 kicks once, but the man who has practiced one kick 10,000 times. That's focus. If you want to speak English well, stop jumping between 10 apps. Speak daily. Listen to real conversations. Build depth. If you want to master video editing, stop watching hundreds of tutorials. Pick one software, one style, and create daily. If you want to be a great speaker, stop copying quotes. Write your own message. Train your voice. Practice out loud again and again. Most people get excited on Monday, quit by Friday, and feel guilty on Sunday. They repeat this for years. That's why they never master anything, because their energy is divided. Focus is power. When you choose one thing and give it time, study, pain, and repetition, even when it's boring or hard, you will grow. If you chase two rabbits, you'll catch none. But if you chase one with full focus, you'll succeed and win big. So ask yourself, if I could master one skill in the next 3 years, what would it be? What excites me even when no one's watching? What am I willing to suffer for? Then go all in. No more hesitation. Choose your mountain and climb it with fire in your soul. Because the world is full of people who know a little about everything, but you are about to become world class at something. Mastery rule number 3, show up daily, even when it hurts. Here's a truth few people want to hear. What you do when you don't feel like it defines who you become. Anyone can work hard when it's fun, when motivation is high, when life feels easy. But true masters show up when it's boring, painful, and quiet. There was a man who woke up every day at 4:30 a.m. to write. No fame, no audience, no reward. Just silence and the page. He kept going for 7 years. Then one day his book, Atomic Habits, changed millions of lives. His name is James Clear. That's mastery, showing up even when no one's watching. Mastery doesn't come from luck. It comes from consistent, invisible, lonely work. No skill grows only on weekends. Talent doesn't expand in short bursts. Real mastery is built in the small, quiet, ordinary moments through repetition, structure, and discipline. Even if it's just 20 minutes a day, do it. Even if you're tired, even if it's messy or imperfect, because mastery doesn't need perfection. It needs presence. When you show up daily, something powerful happens. Your brain rewires, your fear gets smaller, your confidence grows, your flow becomes faster. Slowly, you stop saying, I hope I get better, and start saying, this is who I am now. You must build this new identity. I'm the kind of person who trains every day. I'm the kind of person who works when no one sees. I'm the kind of person who does hard things quietly. That's how you break your old self and build the expert version of you. You don't need to feel inspired every day. You just need to keep your promise to yourself, because the version of you you dream about, they're already doing the work. They're just waiting for you to catch up, one day at a time. Mastery rule number 4, embrace the 10,000 hour rule. Let's be honest. If becoming world class were easy, everyone would do it. But they don't. Because most people want success without time, results without repetition, skill without sweat. That's not how mastery works. Research shows it takes about 10,000 hours of deliberate practice to become world class at anything. That's about 3 hours a day for 10 years, or 5 hours a day for 5 years. It's not punishment. It's the price of greatness. Before legends became famous, they spent years in the shadows. The Beatles played for 8 hours every night in small clubs in Germany for years before anyone even knew their name. They were unpaid, unseen, but improving every single day. That's the rule. Grind now, glory later. When Kobe Bryant was asked why he practiced for hours before every game, he said, because while they sleep, I'm working. While they rest, I improve. That's not talent. That's thousands of hours of deliberate practice. Most people try something for a week, then quit. They say it's too hard. They scroll past real work and expect genius in 30 days. But mastery doesn't reward expectations. it rewards repetition. So, what should you do instead? Fall in love with the long game, track your hours, celebrate the boring days, be proud of small wins. Stop asking, am I good enough? And start asking, how many hours did I give this week? If you practice 1 hour a day, that's 365 hours a year. 2 hours a day, 730 hours a year. In just 3 years, you'll be ahead of 99% of people. Don't look at the whole mountain, just take the next step, the next hour. If you give your skill 1 to 2 hours a day, even slowly, you will become unstoppable. That mindset, that belief, that silent fire, that's what builds greatness. Mastery rule number 5: use Kaizen, the 1% rule. If there's one philosophy that has created the greatest athletes, companies, and creators, it's Kaizen, a Japanese word meaning continuous improvement. It's not about being perfect or dramatic, it's about getting 1% better every day. Most people fail to master a skill not because they're lazy, but because they expect too much, too fast. They want fluent English in 2 weeks, six-pack abs in 10 days, or $10,000 a month in 30 days. And when that doesn't happen, they quit. Not because they can't do it, but because they believed a lie about how fast it should happen. That's where Kaizen saves you. In real life, Kaizen looks like this. You learn 5 new words a day and actually use them. You speak English for 10 minutes, even if it's broken. You study one small new technique and apply it. You track your progress daily, not for others, but for yourself. You don't need to be twice as good tomorrow, just 1% better than yesterday. If you improve 1% every day for 1 year, you'll be 37 times better than when you started. That's not a theory, that's math. Toyota became one of the world's best companies because of Kaizen. Every employee, from the CEO to the factory floor, looked for small improvements daily, fixing tiny delays, improving small movements, rewriting clear checklists. These small things built a world-class company. Ask yourself every night, what did I learn today? What improved? What confused me? How can I be 1% better tomorrow? Don't chase big overnight success. While others chase attention, you'll be quietly building something unshakable. Small disciplines, repeated consistently, create miracles. That's the mindset of true masters. Never finished, always improving, always competing only with who you were yesterday. Mastery Rule 6: learn from experts, not noise. Let's be real. Today, everyone looks like an expert. Perfect lighting, confident voice, big promises. But here's the truth. Most people are teaching what they haven't done. They sell advice, not experience. And if you learn from the wrong people, you'll build a broken foundation. The real path to mastery follows one rule. Learn from those who have walked the fire, not just lit the match. Kobe Bryant didn't learn from random coaches. He studied Michael Jordan every day, his moves, his footwork, his mindset. He didn't just watch his games. He studied how he breathed, how he walked, how he thought. Warren Buffett didn't learn investing from short online clips. He studied Benjamin Graham, a true master. He read thousands of pages, not 30-second quotes. That's how he built lifelong mastery, not quick luck. So choose 1 or 2 real experts in your field. Read their work, study their interviews, understand their struggles, learn their mindset, not their lifestyle. Don't follow someone because they look rich or popular. Follow the ones with depth and truth. Ask yourself before learning from anyone, have they lived what they teach? Have they suffered for this skill? Would I want their level of mastery? If the answer is no, don't follow them. Learn from real fire, not fireworks. Because when you study experts with real scars, you don't just learn what to do, you learn how to think, and that's what makes you powerful. You can watch 100 hours of videos, you can read 50 books, you can take every course you find, But if you can't explain what you've learned in simple, clear language, you don't really understand it. Real mastery isn't about how much you know. It's about how clearly you can help others understand. When you try to teach what you've learned, something amazing happens. You start to organize your thoughts. You discover what you don't fully understand. You become clearer, more focused, and more confident in communication. Teaching exposes your weak spots and forces you to grow stronger. Take Richard Feynman, the Nobel Prize winning physicist. What made him special wasn't just his intelligence, it was how he could explain complex science so simply that even children could understand. He used chalkboards, stories, and real life examples to make difficult ideas easy to grasp. That's not luck, that's mastery built through teaching. If you're learning English, don't just memorize words. Try explaining them to a friend or even to yourself. Make example sentences. Pretend you're teaching someone who's just starting. If you're learning to code, don't just copy code. Talk out loud and explain why each line exists. If you're learning public speaking, record short audios where you clearly explain one idea. After every lesson, ask yourself, how would I teach this to a 10-year-old? Make short summaries of what you've learned. Teach one person or even your mirror. Don't teach because you know everything. Teach to discover what you truly know. When you teach, something powerful happens. You stop saying, I'm still learning, and start saying, I know and I share. You become a leader, not just a student, a creator, not just a consumer. When you teach, you learn twice as deeply and live 10 times more confidently. Don't wait to be an expert before you teach. Teaching is what makes you an expert. Now let's talk about the next rule. Track like a scientist. Most people fail to improve because they never measure progress. They think they're not moving forward, even when they are. If you don't track your progress, you'll start to believe you're stuck. That's why you need the mindset of a scientist. A scientist doesn't say, I hope this works. They say, let's test this, let's measure it, let's adjust if it fails. You need to do the same. Keep a daily practice log. What did you do today? For how long? What felt hard? What improved? Do a weekly review. 3 wins, 1 mistake, 1 thing to focus on. Record your voice, your speech, or your performance once a week. Watch your growth over time. Score your focus, not just your results. Top athletes track everything: time, energy, progress, recovery. Because in mastery, even 0.01% improvement matters. The best English learners track new words daily, review old mistakes weekly, record themselves monthly, and rate their confidence at their confidence regularly. It's not about becoming fluent in 30 days. It's about building a system that guarantees progress. What you don't track, you can't improve. Your brain may lie and say you're not improving, but your notes and videos will prove otherwise. That proof will destroy your self-doubt. You don't need to post your progress. Track it for yourself. One day people will ask, how did you get so good? And you'll smile because you'll know you've earned it. The next rule, train in silence. Let your results speak. You don't have to prove anything to anyone, not your friends, your family, or social media. You don't need attention or permission. You just need to work quietly. Silence is your secret weapon. In the early stages, you'll make mistakes, sound awkward, and feel slow. That's exactly why you should protect your journey. Most people fail because they talk too much about what they're going to do. They announce their goals before they've earned them. They chase likes instead of skill. And when the hype fades, so does their motivation. But when you train in silence, you fall in love with practice, not performance. You build discipline without an audience. You protect your dream from judgment. And one day, when the world finally notices, you won't need to say a word. Your results will say everything. Van Gogh painted over 900 pieces and sold only one while alive, but he never stopped. He didn't paint for fame, he painted because he had to create. Now his art speaks across centuries. Bruce Lee trained in private for hours every day. He didn't chase attention, he chased evolution. When he finally revealed his skill, the world was amazed. A student learning English in silence, no posts, no bragging, just daily practice, will one day speak fluently. People will ask, "Did you take a special course?" No, they just trained in silence. Now their results make the noise. Practice without posting, track without bragging, improve without announcing. Stay focused while others seek attention. Silence turns your dream into something sacred, and sacred work creates unshakable results. Disappearing isn't quitting, it's returning to the lab. It's stepping away from distractions, comparison, lab, and fake urgency so you can build something real. Don't show the world your plans, show them your transformation. You now know the 9 rules of mastery, the real path, not the fake, flashy, quick fix version, the raw, honest, powerful path to becoming your best. It won't be easy. You'll feel tired, invisible, and doubtful at times, but now you have the truth. You were never behind, you were just unfocused.